Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks to my friend Manoj, I got my hands on the Fujifilm XT4. This is a flagship mirrorless camera released by Fujifilm in 2020. Let's see how good this camera is in 2023. Stay tuned. The Fujifilm XT4 competes with the Canon's mid-range full-frame cameras like the Canon EOS R and the A7 Mark III. I was super excited to test out this camera, so I went to this place called Dravyapara Temple in Amboori in Trivandrum. Along with the camera body, I had two prime lenses. One is the Sigma's 16mm 1.4, which is a really super sharp lens, and another one is the Viltrox 56 1.4, that is also a prime lens. Anyway, I reached the top of the hill, but unfortunately for me the temple was closed. I took some photos of the temple as well as some nearby places and some beautiful landscape locations we can view from that place. And that's when, lucky for me, that Pujari came and he said the Sunday ceremonies will be beginning within 1 or 2. So I thought I will wait for that, and I met these guys, the Jishnu and Shiva there. So they asked me to take some portraits and I took out the Viltrox 56 1.4. The portraits came out really great as the XT4 has a high autofocus, which is really easy to track their eyes and focus on their faces. They also took me to the other side of the hill where I saw this great view of Amboori city as well as the Namah Dam. Once I returned back, the puja has already started, so I took some videos of the puja that's happening every Sunday there. Let's talk about the technical specifications of this camera. The camera features a 26 megapixel APSC CMOS sensor. It also comes with an in-body image stabilization. It has a 3-inch fully articulating screen. It can shoot 4K up to 60 frames per second. Also, the camera comes with a 240 frames per second high-speed slow-motion videos in Full HD. The camera has a weather-sealed body and can shoot up to 500 shots per charge. The camera has a 2 storage slot and it can shoot in continuous burst mode 15 frames per second in mechanical shutter, and if you're using the electronic shutter you can shoot up to 20 frames per second. I was really impressed by the low light performance of this camera. You won't find that much difference between this APS-C camera and a full frame camera, because the images I took in the early in the morning in the Trivandrum city came out to be really great. and I saw really less noise while processing the raw images. The ergonomics and build quality of this camera is one of the major highlights for this one. We have separate dial for ISO, shutter speed and exposure compensation. Then we have the movie mode as well as the still mode, which makes it a great for hybrid photography. While I was shooting the Pooja videos, I could easily simultaneously go between the movie mode as well as the still mode. I can shoot photographs and videographs simultaneously without any issues. There is a joystick given to quickly access the autofocus points. At the bottom of the front, you have a button to toggle between manual, autofocus continuous as well as autofocus single. Of all the cameras I used, I'm really a fan of the build quality of this camera. My friend got this camera for 80,000 rupees in the US market just for the body. So under this price range, the major competitions for this camera would be the Canon EOS R as well as the Sony's A7 Mark III. When you're considering the specs alone, the XT4 beats all these cameras because this camera features a 4K 60 FPS frames per second. It comes with an in-body image stabilization. Then it can shoot 240 frames per second full HD slow motion videos. The only advantage the Canon EOS R and A7 Mark III have over this body is a bigger sensor. But with the low light performance of the XT4, I would say this camera really goes in toes to toe with the full frame cameras. So if you are under this budget and if you want to have a great video oriented camera, I would definitely say you straight away go for the XT4 rather than the EOS R or A7 Mark III. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any queries with regards to this video or any of the videos I've taken, drop it down in the comment section and I'll make sure to get back to you. So see you next time.